The long-awaited Bloom listing is now live, guys. Bloom token on Bitget 0.115. This is very cool. And maybe if you have 300 or 500 of this very token, that means you can make something reasonable from this very token, because I believe it's going to hit $1. Okay, and that is in the future. But if you look at my price prediction, which was 0.05, I told you guys I'm expecting 0.05 as the listing price, and you can see right here that that prediction was okay, and then I was expecting the max 0.5. Okay, I was not expecting anything above 0.5, and right now you can see that the highest price right here is 0.18. Look at it at this very point. Okay, that's the highest high at this very area. You can also see it at this very point as well. So this is very important. Of course, market is going to retrace back down, which is normal for every market. And the most important thing is, if you have, let's say, like 300, 500 of this very token as airdrop, and let's say everything will not be released to you instantly, as the Bloom team have already stated, but is going to make you some money if you keep this token in the next 6 months. And this is my personal opinion. You may decide to sell it off, that's okay. But if you keep it in the next 6 months, I believe that there will be market stability in crypto, forex, stocks, commodities. I believe so in the next 6 months. Anything happen, but this is my personal opinion. And then with stability in the Middle East, not a complete stability, but we are beginning to see peace. And then from the intel I'm having, there's going to be a peace deal between the US and the Iran, which is very important, especially in the Middle East. But the most important thing here is the fact that the Bloom token did not list at a crazy price. Look at the lowest low here at 0.01. Okay, 0.01 is not a bad thing for a 1 billion token total supply, which I believe very little of this very token is going to be in circulation right now, because a lot of the token is not going to be released at TGE, and this is very important. So the pre-market price, let's say for example you bought at pre-market, then you should be making significant money, because pre-market was at 0.002. okay, and if this happened, then you, let's say for example you use like $200 to buy. Let's do that simple calculation and see what you're going to be making if you bought at pre-market. Let's say you bought at pre-market with this, that is with $200, divide by 0.02, then you should be having this quantity of this token. Okay, 10,000 of this very token. And then if you then do this, multiply by the current market price right now, let's just say multiply by 0.11. okay, that is a $1,100. This is very insane. So if you participated in pre-market, this is a bonus for you guys, and this is very important. That is why I've been doing that very video on pre-market and price analysis on pre-market. So right now the pre-market price is invalid, null and void, because the token is now live, and this is very cool for those of us that participated in pre-market. So right now market is going to dump a little bit. Let me go back to the 1 minute chart. See, market pump all the way to the upside. I will expect a little drop, and the market, it will still going to move all the way to the upside, and this is what I am expecting right now, guys. Now, for the fact that my prediction was from 0.05, market did not get that listing at that very point, but we see market go above 0.05, and we are seeing the market right now at 0.1, and my highest is 0.5. okay, and I believe market is going to stay within this range in the next 1 month. Okay, and we are going to see market begin to move up maybe in 2 months to after listing, or 3 months after listing, and some stuff like that. And this is my personal opinion. You may have something contrary to what I'm talking about right now. And one thing that is also very important here is, do you think the Bloom listing worth it? Do you think it worth it? Comment below in the comment section, or you are disappointed with this listing. For me, it was not great. You cannot see it's a great listing, but it was not a bad listing. That's just it, because we know that the listing is going to happen, and then I was expecting something very moderate, not crazy listing all the way to the upside, and then exact same thing we are seeing right at this very point. So I can say it was not the best listing, but it was not worst as well. It's just in between, in my opinion, and this is what I am looking at. So what do you think about it? Comment below in the comment section of this very video. And what is your token allocation? For me, they give me 30 Blum overall. That is total 30 Blum. So if I do 30, okay, that's 35, sorry, 35 multiplied by 0.1, okay, that's $3.5. This is funny, okay, this is funny, $3.5, but I will leave it till it hits $1, which is a possibility. $1 or two. Okay, $1 is going to give me 35. Of course, two is going to give me $70. So this is what you have to pay attention to. Obviously, market is going to move upward. That is my analysis. Market is going to move upward. And one thing we need to also know here is that Bloom is not a meme token. It's a utility token. For the fact that it's a utility token, then it means that we should have more confidence in the Bloom token. Okay, we should do that. Market is going to move upward for the fact that they are still developing, and they will keep developing, bringing on board more innovation. Market is going to move upward on this very token. And another thing you can also do is to check other exchange token. I mean DEX, not centralized exchange now. For example, we have Uniswap, and we have PancakeSwap, we have SushiSwap, all the swaps, okay, all the DEX token. Look at it and how they perform during listing and after listing. Not only that, in the bull market, those of them that have experienced the bull market, you will see that this token move crazily all the way to the upside. And for the fact that Bloom is an exchange on Telegram, and Telegram is housed to millions of users, it means that they have the capability of doing very, very well as well, especially in the heat of the bull market. That is why personally I prefer keeping the token, okay, in the next 3-6 months max, and then selling it off afterward for profit, because this my 35 Bloom token can turn out to something worthwhile, which is very, very important. So this is my personal take. You may have or do something different. That is also very okay. And do your research as well before you do anything. The most important thing is that the Bloom token have been listed, and the price was not the best listing price, but it was not also the worst listing price. And the price is going to move from here all the way to the upside, because of course, with the mechanism that is already in place, we're not going to see massive sell-off. That is just the truth. There is not going to be a massive sell-off on the Bloom token. If anybody tell you that, then that's obviously is going to be wrong, because a lot of the token is not in circulation. And I don't think anyone can claim right now, because I was trying to access my app, which I'm going to do again to actually do that. So this is what you must have to pay attention to. No massive pressure on this token. At listing right now, market is going to move all the way to the upside. And of course, if we see the price of Bitcoin begin to move all the way to the upside, and other crypto, for example, Ethereum, begin to make a serious bullish move, then I am very confident that the Bloom token is going to also make a serious bullish move all the way to the upside. Now, you can buy this token right now, okay, because it's still very, very new in the market, number one. Number two, in my opinion, is going to try, okay. Let's say, for example, you don't have the token from the airdrop as an airdrop, but you just want to hold the token and see what's going to happen in the next 3 to 6 months. I believe the price we are seeing right now is low enough. This 0.09 is low enough for you to buy and keep the token in the next coming weeks and months. Not only that, if you are familiar with technical analysis, then you can as well do your chart analysis, which I do mostly on this very channel, and I'm going to do that as well on the Bloom token, for you to have a very strategic point to buy from, and then you wait in the next 3 to 6 months and see what's going to play out on this very token. Now, one important thing here is that don't compare the Bloom token with the Pi token, okay? The Pi token is different mode of operation, different mechanism, different ecosystem, different blockchain, different everything. So Bloom, in my opinion, is going to do well because of the ecosystem. Not only that, the technology and the innovation that this token and the team houses, and this is very, very important. Another thing that I say you should find out is the DEXIS token, for example, Uniswap token, which is Uni token, Pancake Swap, which is Cake. Look at this token, how they've performed in the past bull market, and what happened to this very token after or during listing, and then compare it, and then let's see what's going to happen with the Bloom token, because personally I believe it's going to also do well just like others did, especially in the haste of the bull market. And that is why I think this price is a good price to buy, and then you wait for the next 3 to 6 months and see how it's going to play out. One thing very important here is that don't just buy, consider that money are investment, and then invest what you can afford to lose. Very important. Crypto 101. Do your research, and you can claim your Bloom token in the mini app right here. Okay, you can claim the Bloom token in the mini app, which is very, very important. And as trading kickstart, you can do that right away. And the two exchanges that this token is listed on is Bitget and gate.io. Look at it right here. So you can claim right now directly in the mini app. That is the Bloom mini app. All you need to do is to launch the mini app and then follow the process of claiming. And this is very, very important right here, guys. So the Bloom token is now live. You can now claim and trade your token. Of course, many of us watching this video right now may not have enough token to claim. Like myself, just 10 Bloom tokens. So if I claim it, that's okay, but I'm not going to sell it, and I'm still going to claim it later. And this is what you have to pay attention to right now on the Bloom token. The Bloom token, in my opinion, finally is going to do well in the next 3 to 6 months. That is my personal opinion. What do you think about the Bloom token? Do you think it's going to do well, or do you think it's going to crash all the way to the downside, as we see in the case of other Web3 projects? Remember, Bloom have translated from a mere Web3 project or Web3 token or a meme token to a utility token, a token that have an exchange. Comment within the comment section of this very video what do you think about this very token. Consider supporting this channel by leaving a like for this video, subscribe if you have not, and turn on the bell notification for more crypto videos like this one. Also check the channel for other crypto content. Join our Telegram channel, the link in the description of this video, and also in the pinned comment for more crypto updates. Join right now, link down below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.